Hi everyone, welcome. The new episode of Peter's English podcast has been started. I am your host, Peter, the owner of my own Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English. It's about my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl, and it's about my learning English. And the main goal of the podcast is not to create a good content, but it's about learning English, and it's about practicing my speaking skills in English. Okay, what can I do now? I have to tell you something, people. It's a little secret. I haven't prepared anything for this episode. This episode of my podcast is rambling episode because I decided to practice my speaking skills without preparation, because practicing your speaking skills has to be natural, and I don't have any notes for this episode or something like that. And I can tell you, but I don't know what to tell you. Okay, bye. No, it's not yet, Peter. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Today, Peter. Today, people is Friday. There are a lot of people who have weekend. Yes, my weekend has been started perfect, and I have plenty of time for doing my podcast. And yes, I wanted to tell you about the situation about my sweet little friend. It's called cold. I still have a cold, and I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, but my voice is now better today. That's great. And I think that I had to have cold because I think that I have to cold because it's cold outside, and this was the main reason why I had to cold. It's normal to have a cold, and my sweet little friend can try to practice its speaking skills in English like me when I'm sneezing or coughing or something like that. But I hope it cannot be really dangerous for me, because I want to try speak to you. And yes, and now I have to give word to my cold, because I have to use this. I don't know the name of this, but who cares? I can find it later. And yes, people, tomorrow it can be a little ramble about from the kitchen of Peter's English podcast, because tomorrow I want to continue with the story, with the novel of my podcast, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. I want to continue with the chapter of the season 2, and I think that I can do episode about episode. You know, the episode is the chapter where Vera wants to create a language school and want to create something funny, educational, with full of fun and funny and crazy episodes. We'll see. Then on Saturday I want to create a new episode of my podcast. I'm thinking that I don't have any audience. Yes, I have to tell you that my last new reel has 1,500 views. I don't know why. It's about reels. It's about illnesses in English. In this reel is about that I it's about the information that I did the episode about illnesses, but this episode has few views and this reel has popular. I don't know how other content creators like me do. I think that they are successful because yes, I think that the content is the most important thing of every good podcast is the good content. This content is about learning English, but there are a lot of content creators who using the advantages of doing podcast where they are doing something that is good for improving their channel on YouTube. Okay, I understand. But I think the main goal of every good podcast is to create a good content for you. And yes, I can tell you something that I think that learning English is the most important thing, because you can really change your life. Thanks to learning English, you can really open many doors that are closed for you. You can enjoy a big world of English content. You can watch movies and series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts. You can create your own English podcast about your own English content that you like. You can write your own English novel like me. You don't need to do something big. The main goal of writing your own English novel is practicing your writing skills in English, and it's very important too. And and why do you have to do a podcast? Because thanks to your own English podcast, you can practice your speaking skills. You can create content where you can talk with your guests. You can create your own English podcast community where you can talk with others in English, and that's great. You can find new friends, new love, everything. You can change your life. You can have better paid job. You can travel and live everywhere without language barriers. But my podcast doesn't have any audience. Yes, I have 24 subscribers, and I have some comments, but I don't know if these people are real. I don't know if this kind of people like to make fun of me, because I think so. I'm not sure, because no one because there are a lot of fake accounts. There are a lot of people who like to do fun of everything on the internet, and I don't want to do something, and I don't want to have something with this kind of people. Yes, people, we can talk about the plans for this podcast. Do you know that Christmas are coming? It's the end of the year. The December is wants to kick outdoors, and I have a plan for Christmas. I want to create special St. Nicholas episode, because we celebrate St. Nicholas in Slovakia on 6th December every year. I want to do special Christmas episode, a special Christmas fairy tale about Vera the Vampire Girl. You will see. I hope I can create something interesting for you. And I want to do New Year's Eve and New Year chapter of my of my novel Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Well, we'll see. And yes, I want to invest to my podcast again, because I like to do my podcast, and thanks to it I can improve my English, because I discovered people that I have to practice my speaking skills, and I feel better when I have my English lesson with my English teacher. Hi, my English teacher again. And yes, you can hire your own English teacher when you want to practice Peter, this is not the mirror. Don't do something like that. Okay, I don't want to do. Yes, my change is changing. My change is changing. My voice is changing again because the cold is my co-host again. And that's great. Yes, I know. There are a lot of people who can tell Peter, why are you doing this when you have a cold? Because the main reason is that I want to do my podcast. It's my hobby, and I want to practice my speaking skills because I need to do it. I have to do it. That's the main reason of this podcast. And the main reason of doing my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary, is that I like it. It's funny to do it. I like to create my universe, my own world, my own stories, and I can practice my writing skills in English, and I can see the real English text in context. And I really recommend you that learning English can really change your life forever. And yes, I know want to talk now. I want to talk that learning English can really change your life, because without learning English you can be poor, but thanks to learning English you can have a good job, you can travel around the world without language barriers, because English is an international language, number one in the world. Thanks to it you can communicate with everyone in the world. You can have a good job because English is the main language of the business in the world. Everyone speaks English in the world, in the business. You can enjoy a lot of English content, like good movies and series in English. There are a lot of English podcasts. And yes, I can talk now that how to listen to a podcast in English. You can do something at home, you can cook, clean, do something outside, and I don't know what else, while you are listening your favorite English podcast. It's a great thing to do. You can listen something interesting. You can listen something interesting and do your chores in the same time, and that's great. I really recommend you to do it. And why? And do you think that, okay, I live in Slovakia, I don't need to learn English? Yes, you need, because English is a standard language that you have to know if you want to be successful in your life. And thanks to learning English, you can change your life and the life of your children. And because you can work everywhere thanks to learning English. And yes, when you want to work somewhere, I don't know, in the country where is not English the main. Wait a minute. The cold want to say something. You can learn another language, but the English is still the number one English language in the world. And thanks to learning English, you can open a lot of doors. And this episode, I don't want to use the AI chatbots because I want to practice my speaking skills without reading something, without using the help of AI chatbots, because sometimes I need to do this episode. I don't care that I have to do it, because I like to practice my speaking skills in English, and I want to tell you that don't think that you don't need to learn English. You need to do it, and it can be fun for you, because you think that learning English is for talented people. No, it's not. Everyone can learn English. The first thing is that you have to trust yourself. You have to find motivation for learning English, and you have to start learning it. I recommend you listen to a lot, because listening is the most important thing for learning English. And then because if you don't speak English, if you if you are a beginner, you need to listen a lot because you need to understand. And then you can start practice your speaking skills. You can talk about everything, but I recommend you create your own English podcast. Find your hobbies that you can talk about and write your own novel like me. You don't need something big. It doesn't matter because the main goal is learning English. And yes, you can create your own community. You can find new friends. Yes, I said it before, but I like to repeat myself. And what to do now? I don't know. I don't. I don't know that. I want to know that how is this possible that other creators have a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. I don't know how it works on YouTube really. Yes, I can ask Microsoft Copilot. Yes, you can use the help of AI chatbots for learning English. And I have to talk again about this topic because people are scared of using AI chatbot because they think that it can control them, it can spy them or something like that, it can steal their jobs and blah blah blah. No. AI chatbots were created for learning, for helping us humans. And thanks to AI chatbots, you can really improve your learning English. It can be fun because you can chat with AI chatbot like with a real friend. It's a good cheerleader. It can really help you to improve your English. It can give you good feedback, but you have to write it, and this kind AI was created by companies, and companies can change it. It cannot be changed by itself. Don't worry. And I don't think that the general AI that are more smart than people will be evil like other people think, because it's natural that people have fears from something they don't know. That's normal. But please don't listen to everything that you can find on the internet. Not everything is true. You have to think about it. But there are some people who I think cannot think. But okay, don't be rude or something like that. I'm streaming for 18 minutes. Yes, please don't believe conspiracy theories. Don't think about something that's not interesting. Instead of it, learn English, because thanks to learning English you can open a lot of doors. You can change your life. You can improve your thinking. You can change. I wanted to tell that you can change your thinking. You can be successful, and because now you can be frustrated from the life in Slovakia. But don't do that. Learn English instead of it, and do something funny, like myself. And this Ramble episode can be about motivation, because you need to listen here that you have to learn English if you want to be successful. And thanks to learning English, you can open a lot of doors. Don't think that learning English is like learning maths. It's not. Thanks to learning English, you can connect with everyone in the world. You can do connections with everyone, and you don't need to work in Slovakia. You can work everywhere, and that's great. You can connect with everywhere, with everyone in the world, and there are a lot of options thanks to learning English. And yes, I want to tell you that about learning English and children. I don't have any children, yes, but I want to tell you that I think that a good idea is that your children can learn English in a funny way for them, because it's important that children have to learn English when they want to be successful in the world, because thanks to learning English they can connect with everyone. And but children cannot learn English like in schools. No. They have to listen. They have to watch and listen to interesting content that were created for children. Yes, people, your children have to listen and watch a lot of English content that is interesting for them. I'm sorry, I have a cold. Your children have to learn English when they want to be successful, and they have to do it in the funny way. But I watched Luke's English podcast episode where Luke were talking with a guest about learning English with children, and it's a good idea that your children have to learn English from the early age. Watch Luke's English podcast and you can discover it. This kind of episodes, if you want to do something about this topic, believe me, don't be shy that you don't know, that you don't speak English fluently. Don't be shy. It's not important. The most important thing is that your child has to learn English in a natural and funny way, and thanks to this activity you can improve and help, and you can change the life of your children, and that's great, I think. And learn English too as adult, of course. And now, okay, I think that I can end this episode because I'm coughing a lot. I have, yes, I can describe my cold. Now I was coughing. I have to, yes, I have to find, how can I say in English, fukanie nosa in English. I have to find it. Blowing, yes, I had to blow. I had to blow my nose because I still and I have problem with my voice. Perfect. It's great to have a cold. What can I tell you? But I hope I'll be okay one day, because it's only the start on the winter, and the winter is the best time to have a cold. Yes, people, go. Get for your vaccines because they can save your life. It can save your life. Don't trust conspiracy theories about vaccination. It's shit. Learn English and don't believe that this is shit. Is not. It's something very interesting for you, that can be funny. It can be your hobby. It can help you a lot. Okay, what I wanted to talk about learning English. I think that I talk a lot about my novel Verata Vampire Diary, but if you don't know, it's my sitcom series on Wattpad. It has 2 seasons. First season has 30 chapters, and second season has now 12 chapters. It's about Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Vera the Vampire Girl is a symbol of my fears from women, because I'm making fun of girls that are dangerous vampires who use their beauty for having boys, and they can bite you and be dangerous. And I created a lot of funny situations that I like. And the main goal of this hobby is to improve, to learn English. Yes, because I write in Slovak language, and I use the help of AI chatbots for translation. And thanks to it, I can learn real English structure, and that's great. Okay, Peter, don't be quiet, because you need to talk a lot, and I don't know how to continue. And I can end this episode because I'm talking for 25 minutes about nonsense, total nonsense. I don't think that I can find some audience. And my and I think that my sweet little friend that's called it's quiet now, and well, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say in English. Because I don't know what to do with this episode. I don't use the help of AI chatbots, and I don't want to use it because sometimes I need to practice my speaking skills in English without the help of AI chatbots. And I wasn't prepared for this episode because it's not easy to find topics, but I think that the topic learning English is important for me because I want to share with you that everyone can learn English, because learning English is for everyone. Everyone can speak English. You don't need you don't need to be talented. It's not like learning language is not about be talented. You have to simply do it in the funny way. And yes, if you want to practice speaking skills, you need to practice your speaking skills. And that's the reason why I'm doing it. Yes, I'm repeating always. I always repeating myself because I try to tell you something, and it's not easy to talk, but I'm talking for 27 minutes, and that's really great. And yes, I can tell you that about my thoughts about my present for me because I want to buy. I think then I want to buy a new phone because my old phone has 4 years, is not supported anymore. But I'm thinking that I want to buy not middle age phone. No, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy from the middle class phone. I can buy low class phone because the power of them is not so different, and I think the most important thing about buying a new phone is support, and you know which company can give you a lot of support in the topic of phones. And I'm thinking that I want to buy one. Then my thoughts are that I want to buy new headphones for monitoring this podcast, because now I'm using my MP3 players earphones, and I can have more professional gear for it. And what I want to do during Christmas, I want to be home and relaxing. I can watch movies and series in English. I want to listen to my favorite English podcast because I like to do it. It's my hobby. And yes, and my dreams and the goal of this podcast. Yes, the main dream is learning English, but I think that this podcast is a good platform for telling you my thoughts. And yes, and now I'm thinking that I think in the whole episode why I don't have why my when I don't why there isn't someone who wants to watching my nonsense, because it's nonsense. Yes, it's nonsense, but who cares? Yes, I know why no one wants to watch me. This is Peter's nonsense podcast about nonsense. Yes, I can do fun of myself. Who cares? Peter's nonsense podcast. There is no topic. There is no rule. There are any rules. There are grammar mistakes and so on and so on and so on. And yes, I told you that I don't know why my novel no one reads. I was thinking that it can be something interesting, but the main goal is, yes, I have to tell you people that if you like to do your podcast or your novel, continue with it because it's your hobby. Yes, and I answered my question. Peter, do it because it's your hobby. And yes, it's my hobby. And Peter, do not care about everyone else because you are doing it for yourself. Yes, it's my passion. I like to do it, and I don't care about you and your opinions. And don't be rude. But if you think that you can do fun of me, I simply delete your comment or everything, and I don't answer. And that's it. Yes, I told you that English is an international language, and yes, if you have, and I told you that you have to start with listening. You have to practice on listening skills if you want to speak English. And how to speak English? Simply, it's simple. Speak English. You cannot do it without it. Don't think that when you don't you don't practice your speaking skills, everything you can speak automatically without problems. I discovered that you have to practice your speaking skills without preparation, and okay. And what else? And yes, be positive, don't be negative, because I think when you are healthy is the most important thing. And I tell you that learning English can change your life forever. You don't need work for minimum salaries in your countries. Simply work on your English and change your life. And yes, I have to tell you that you can listen a lot of audiobooks. There are a lot of English content for you that you don't know, and you don't need to watch Slovak televisions or podcasts anymore, because English podcasts are better, and there are a lot of English podcasts for you. You can find for yourself something good. Okay, I can simply end this episode because I'm talking rubbish now. No, it's not rubbish. There are advices that learning English is important, that you have to practice your writing skills. Yes, and the best idea is create your own English novel like me. Have a fun with your universe, because you can create your own English universe like myself. Vera the Vampire Girl. It was a good idea. I'm proud of myself that I'm doing it, because and my podcast is the main platform for publishing. I don't need any publish company. I can simply publish my novel here, and that's great. And I think if someone watches me, but I think no one, and yes, I'm streaming on Twitch. This is the platform for gamers. Yes, I know. But there are a lot of other content creators who are doing something else, but I have to discover, yes, I want to discover how to improve the view numbers, and because I want to have more followers, more audience, because imagine people that you have at least no, it's not about numbers, it's about activity of your audience. You can simply use your audience for creating good content. And yes, I don't have any guess. I don't know how to do it, because I have a room for it, or I can use online chat, online video chat, and do video podcast, because I want to do this kind of episodes. But it's not easy to find someone, because in this world, I have to tell you, and I hate it, that no one cares about anyone. And I can tell you that, yes, I can tell you my opinion about Christmas. That okay, it's very sweet that the Christmas are coming and this stuff, but I hate when no one cares about anyone, because everyone is at home. No one wants to visit anyone, and that's sad, really sad. I don't understand why. How can someone be sad alone? And why are people so rude to each other, so bad, evil? Why they're making fun of everyone, and so on? Yes, because yes, you know these situations when you are in the community of people and someone makes fun of you because you're single or something like that. Yes, I can talk about this topic a little, and because people only, I don't know, because I think their lives is boring, and this is the main reason why people are make fun of you. And the best idea is don't care about it, but these people don't realize that it can hurt you, because they think that their life is great. And yes, the most important thing is that my opinion is that this kind of people wants to have fun in their boring jobs, and until the situation when it's not about them is everything okay, it's funny, but the situation it's not funny if it's about themselves. Yes, this is true. And people don't, yes, now I can continue. People don't care when people are make fun of you. Don't care about these people. And when someone is only, when someone is friendly at work or something like that, do not care about these people, because they are false and evil. And that's true. Because when someone is funny and wants to be your friend only if he needs you, this is not your friend. I don't listen when someone, yes, I don't listen anyone who wants to stop your dreams, your hobby. And yes, the most important thing, don't listen anyone when wants to stop your learning English or makes fun of your content. Okay, this kind of people can do it, don't care. In the other hand, you want to be funny, and it's great that when people are making fun of you, because it's a good mark that you are funny, and your content podcast is funny and and interesting, and that's the main reason. But yes, not the main reason is good, but the main reason is that you like it. And yes, I want to tell you, yes, I can tell you that in the last chapter, the last chapter of my novel, The Vampire Girl Diary, was about the relationship between man and wife in the romantic relationship. I have to tell you something. My opinion about this topic. My opinion about this topic is that romantic relationship between couples cannot be about destroying your dreams, because healthy romantic relationship between man and wife has to be about supporting each other's dreams. No one can cancel their dreams. And find someone who had the same dream as you, and this man or woman wants to support you. This is the most important thing for me, because there are a lot of people in the world, and don't look someone because someone wants to see you with someone. No, don't look. Don't look for someone. Yes, don't look for someone. Don't care about this. Learn instead of it. Learn English, and thanks to it, you can connect with everyone, and maybe you can find a true love or something like that. But the main goal is learning English. And yes, people don't make fun of on the internet because you think that internet can hide you. Do you think that internet can hide you and you are strong on the internet? Okay, but no one can. But your victim on the internet don't cares about you. But if you like this feeling, okay, it's your business, your opinion. But if someone wants to make fun of me, if someone wants to write something bad and evil, I simply delete this and I block you. If you want to make fun of me, go away, I block you. I can block you, and that's it. And Bob's your uncle. Yes, you can simply use that. Bob's your uncle. I learned this text in Luke's English podcast, and yes, I can simply talk and give free ad for my favorite English podcast. I listen to free English podcast. First is Luke's English podcast. Luke's English podcast is an award-winning British English podcast. The host is Luke Thompson. He's an English teacher, stand-up comedian, very good man who likes podcasting. It's his hobby. He is podcasting for 15 years. He is my hero. Hi Luke. Thank you for a good job. He has done more than 961 episodes. Every episode has at least 1 hour. And you don't need to listen to a whole episode at once. You can simply stop, and you can use podcast players, and you can stop, and this podcast app can remember your position. You can simply continue. Luke's English podcast is about natural British English, how it's spoken on the streets, and that's great. Luke talks with his friends on this episode. In these episodes, he talks with everyone interesting, with an English teacher, with his good friend, with his family, and or he reads interesting stories, and he wants to explain you. The English vocabulary, and that's great. His podcast is very funny, educational, and you can learn a lot of it. You can listen it when you do something at home, and I do it. Look, I have to tell you, thank you for your great job. I been listening your podcast since August 2023, and I discovered you on Pocket Cast, and I've been listening you from year 2023 until now, and that's great. Thank you. Look, your content is great for every learner of English. You are really funny, and don't care about haters, and keep continue your great job. Thank you, Luke. The second is Speak English Podcast Now with Georgiana. Speak English Podcast Now podcast is English podcast for learners of English, like Luke's English podcast, but it's from the USA. It's about American culture, vocabulary, American English. The host is beautiful English American English teacher Georgiana. She creates a very interesting English podcast. It's very funny, educational. And the third is All Ears English podcast. All Ears English podcast is about natural American English, how it's spoken. It's about English vocabulary, American English vocabulary and phrases. You can learn a lot. And people are something forgotten that my free English podcast has a paid content that you can really improve your English. Use it. I don't listen to paid content a lot, and I cannot help you. But I know Luke's English podcast premium. You can pay for it because Luke's English podcast premium is about serious teaching English from Luke. And it's great. You can learn a lot about British English. You can learn a lot of interesting and important British English vocabulary that you can use in real life. And you can speak as Luke, and that's great. And you can support Luke. And please support everyone from my favorite English podcasters because they are great. Their job is great, and I know more about LEP. About Luke's English Podcast Premium more because I have listened to it, but I have to listen to it more because it's a great for me too. And sorry Luke, I'm apologizing to you because I have to listen more your LEP Premium because it's great for every learner, and I don't want to do any advertisement or something like that. No. I want to do free advertisement because I like my favorite English podcasts and my favorite English podcasters are my heroes. Then thanks to it you can really listen a real English how it's spoken in conversations with natural speakers, English speakers, and that's great. And you can listen to something funny. Okay, I think that's it for this episode because I've been streaming for 37 minutes. Great, Peter. I can simply wait for 50 minutes and stop it. Yes, I don't need to tell something more. I can simply tell you that yes, I can tell you that this kind of rambling episode, yes, I know, I speak rubbish, maybe I speak nonsense, but the main goal of this rambling episode is practicing my speaking skills in English, and you have to do the same if you want to speak English fluently. And you can use the help of AI chatbots for improving your vocabulary, your pronunciation, because it can help you. It can help find you the right information on the internet. Thanks to it, you can really improve your English, and that's great. Don't be scared of AI chatbot. They are great. They're very creative for helping people, not for those evil things. You can help. You can trust me, and don't believe this kind of conspiracy theories. And what else? I think that's it for this episode. I want to end until 50 minutes and stop this free ramble about nonsense. Yes, nonsense ramble episode. Peter talks about nonsense, but it's not nonsense. It was about it was about learning English, and yes, I have to repeat again about writing skills, that writing can really improve your English too, and how to do it. Simply create your own novel, your own stories, create your own novel like myself, create your own universe and have fun with it. And believe me, if you start to do it, you can have great hobby. I think it's better. My opinion is that it's better to create your own story, your own endings, your own characters, as watching something or play games with the I don't want to be offensive against people who like playing games, but you can create your own game. I mean, thanks to creating your own English novel about your own stories, you can create your own stories, your own fairy tale with your own rules, and that's great. It's like creating your own movie. It's like creating your own game, and that's great, I think. Okay, I've been talking for 50 minutes, people. I've been talking for 50 minutes in English. Great. Yes, I don't have. I cannot chat with someone because I don't have. But if someone wants to, if someone wants to be my guest and talk with me, I mean online, and because I want to stream and record it in the same time, and I want to publish it as my content, and you want to be here, I mean online, and if you don't be scared of it, you can contact me, but I mean in the real serious way, because I have to tell you people, I don't trust anyone, because I have so many bad experiences that, I mean, with believing in people that I don't want to, that I have problems with believing, and I think that, and I'm always scared that someone can stop learning English because it's my hobby. No one can do it. Yes, because I was always scared that the relationship, every kind of relationship, or romantic relationship between man and wife can stop my learning English, and it cannot be true, because in the romantic relationship your romantic partner has to support you, and your friend has to support you too, and your friend or romantic partner has to have the same hobby as you, learning English. And I have so many bad experiences with the trusting of people, that I don't trust them anymore. I don't trust only my parents and my family and Bob's your uncle. I don't trust anyone else. I'm sorry, people, but I have, as I said many times, I have so many bad experiences with trust that I don't trust anyone. And people, I have to tell you something. That don't trust anyone. No, you have to discover if this person is okay. If it's a real friend or a good girlfriend or boyfriend, if you are girl or if you are man. And because every kind of relationship is about trusting each other, and if you don't trust each other, there's not your friend or your girlfriend or boyfriend, because you have to support each other. If it's a romantic relationship or the normal relationship between friends. Okay, I'll be streaming for 53 minutes. Okay, that's great. I can stream for 1 hour, I think now. 7 minutes is okay for me. It's not I don't have any problem. And I discovered that when I'm practicing my speaking skills, my English lessons are better, because I trust myself, and that's great. But I have to do it regularly, and sometimes I can do this kind of episodes. And I had time, because it's Friday, it's the weekend is coming, and winter is coming too, because the December is coming, Christmas are coming. I don't have buy something for Christmas, but I want. We'll see what I can buy for myself, for my parents, or for everyone who I like. But Christmas are not about presents. Christmas are not about marketing. Christmas are about people who you like, I think. And that's the most important thing. And okay, Peter, just wait 5 minutes. Peter, just wait 5 minutes, and you can end this ramble episodes because I've been rambling. And yes, I forgot people. If you learn an English, you have to read a lot to read. But you can listen to and read in the same time. I mean, audiobook in English and ebook or real book in English, and it can be, but it has to be something funny for you that you like to do it, and you can improve your English thanks to listening. And yes, how to practice your pronunciation simply by Lux English Podcast Premium. There are a lot of, thanks to it, you can really improve your pronunciation. And yes, you can buy other paid content from All This English or Speak English Podcast now with Georgiana. And people in Slovakia, at the end of the episode, I want to talk about options for Slovak people and Czech people. I mean, Výuka aj online and jazykový mentoring.sk, that are great English learning platforms. Thanks to it, you can improve your English. I mean, you can really improve your English, and try them. Watch the free videos, and if you like, you can buy the paid content, and you can, thanks to them, you can really discover how to learn English. And because jazykový mentoring.sk, the leader is Lidka. She is Slovak polyglot, she speaks 9 languages, she is good, and she speaks in her jazykový mentoring how to learn English, how she learned English, and you can inspire yourself, and she's good. And there she created a lot of interesting with her team a lot of interesting free English content that you can use for learning English. Jazykový mentoring is led by Eliška Krasná. She's from Czechia. She's very good English teacher. And she creates a lot of interesting content for learners of English like you. She creates a lot of free English content, but you can use her paid content. And you can use the paid content of jazykový mentoring. And you can try if you want. I mean, I think there are serious companies, trust me. Thanks to it, again, I discovered how to learn English. And thank you, jazykový mentoring and Výuka online, you are great for people. But my dream is that learning English can change people's life in Slovakia and Czechia, but they have to discover it. And thanks to English learning platforms like jazykový mentoring.sk and Výuka aj online.cz, people can discover how to learn English, and they can be motivated for learning English, because there are a lot of people who still think that they don't need to learn English, or they don't have talent and they don't trust themselves for learning English. And that's bad, because people, when you don't learn English, you can close a lot of doors. And people from Czechia and Slovakia visit jazykový mentoring.sk and Výuka aj online.cz, and you can find every interesting information, about learning English, and you can learn English a lot from these English learning platforms. And thanks to it, you can open a big world of English. Thanks to it, you can change your life forever. Now I want to speak last 30 minutes. 40 minutes! 40 minutes! Yeah, no, Peter, 40 minutes is not, you are losing your voice. And no one watches you, everyone hates you. Peter, stop doing it now. Please stop doing it. Twitch can stop you Twitch can block you. Everyone can block you here. Please stop. Please stop practicing our English because the whole world can block you. I hope not. I hope not. And yes, I've been streaming for 1 hour, and I've been practicing my speaking skill different preparation for 1 hour. I'm proud of myself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Well, and yes, if now is somebody who is watching, okay, I have to give my, and you are very great. If someone watches this nonsense, but it's not a nonsense, but yes, it's a nonsense, okay. But learning English is not a nonsense, of course. But I'm making fun that if someone watches this nonsense, you are good. Thank you for learning. Thank you for your learning, because learning is important for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and follow me. Watch my YouTube channel. Listen to my podcast on every good and bad podcast app. Follow me everywhere. Read my English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. Don't care about people who are making fun of you, because it's your thing, your business. Because you want to learn English, it's your dream, and no one can stop you. No one, trust me. And I want to learn English at every cost. Thank you for your help. And my future partner or my future friend has to support my learning English, has to support doing my Peter's English podcast, and has to support writing, streaming, and recording my own English novel, Vera the Vampire Girl Diary. And that's my rules of the complete Peter's world. Bye bye!